Happy holidays, everyone. I was doing some Christmas shopping yesterday, and I'm pretty much done, okay? Pulling out of the Target parking lot, I'm in the right-hand lane. I need to get over to the far left-hand lane so that I can make a left to proceed home. So I'm in the right-hand lane, I'm at a red light, and I notice that there's a nice young lady next to me with who appears to be her grandma in the passenger side seat, and then either her friend or her sister in the back seat. And I was just observing, oh, that's nice, a younger girl driving her grandma around. She's got her friend or her sister in the back seat. That's nice. I remember the days when I drove my grandma around, in my early 20s. And so that was a nice little moment that I had. So as the light turned green, I needed to get over to the left-hand lane. So I moved up ahead of the nice young lady and her grandma, put my turning signal on, checked to make sure that there was room, and then proceeded to slide over into the middle lane on my way to the far left-hand lane. And this girl behind me proceeded to lean on her horn for a solid 8 seconds. Like, and that's when I feel the rage bubble up inside of me, okay? So now you're gonna be her, and this is me, so I'm driving. I roll down the passenger side window, knowing that she's gonna pass me, like this, okay? And I waited, and in that moment, I had a choice to make. I had a choice between 3 fingers or 1. So what I wanted to do was this. Fuck you! That's what I wanted to do, okay? Like we all do. Come on, we all. 8 seconds on the horn. When I used my turning signal, made sure there was space. I didn't cut you off, okay? What's with the 8-second long horn? Nice young lady with her grandma. What I did instead was I gave her 3 fingers, which is the I love you symbol. And as she passed me, I yelled as loud as I could, "Love you!" And this is what she looked like. So now you'll be me, opposite side though. This is what she looked like as she was passing me. Like, no exaggeration. A scowl, okay? What? You're with your grandma on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, okay? So it tells me something. That little girl just has so much anger and venom inside of her that there's nothing I could ever do about that. God bless whoever she gets into a relationship with because she's nasty, okay? But in that moment, okay, I could have given her the middle, right? Which would have felt good for a moment. But instead, like I said, the cure for hatred is love, okay? So I gave her the universal, not so much universal, but the American Sign Language, I love you, okay? My mom taught me this when I was a little kid, and now we do it in our family all the time. That's how we say I love you, especially now during COVID. It's very useful, right? We can pop the I love you from 1,000 yards away or whatever we have to be safe. My wife and I do this, my wife and I do I love you when she's driving away or whatever all the time. So it's a really meaningful thing in my family. It's cool, I love you in sign language because it's I love you. The I, the L, and the Y. I love you. So I gave her 3 fingers and told her I loved her instead of the other thing that I wanted to do, okay? Because you kill them with kindness, everybody. And truly, I live by what I say, okay? But that doesn't, that I believe that the cure for hatred and anger and all the nastiness in our world is love. Now, that doesn't mean that deep inside the depths of my soul, I didn't want to run her and her grandma off the road. But I chose in that moment, I had a couple seconds to make a choice as I rolled down that passenger side window. It was option A, option L, okay? And I chose option L for love, okay? So to you, you nasty blonde-headed girl with your grandma and your friend in the back seat, be well. okay? And for everybody else that encounters that, especially now during the holidays, we're all in a rush. We're all afraid of each other. We don't want to catch anything. So we're going out to get what we need to get and then trying to just get home safe, right? So we're all in a frenzy. It's important to stay conscious in the moment, and don't let the actions of somebody else, the nastiness of somebody else, turn you nasty, okay? It's like to stay on top of that and make the choice in the moment. You got one finger or three fingers. I chose 3 yesterday, and I had a great day as a result. I felt good for the rest of the day. And it's a funny story that now I get to share. Happy holidays. Drive safe. Don't text and drive. See you later.